What is all of this? All the writing on the whiteboard, all the colored papers on my wall. What is that called? In the speaking world, there's a very sophisticated term for this. We call it a mess. Yes, this is one of the most important lessons I learned early on in my speaking career. In order to create a masterpiece, you have to first get messy. In fact, one of my coaches, Craig, taught me that a message is a mess with age. So this is what we call the starting point of your speech. You take all of your ideas, write them on a whiteboard, piece of paper, a folder on your computer, anywhere. I love using the colored pieces of paper, and they all serve different purposes, but this is where it all starts. One of the best and most important books I've read about creativity was written by a man named Ed Catmull. Ed was one of the three founders of Pixar. The book is all about how they started and their creative process. There was one passage in this book that really jumped out at me. Ed talked about the first 14 movies that Pixar created. They all went to number one, but he said they didn't start out that way. He said for every one of those movies, the first version, and these are his words, not mine, he said the first version sucked. It was awful. But it was an idea. It was a mess. We had whiteboards and we had every possible option to get these ideas out of our heads and onto paper. And we worked off of one central theme. And we built from that theme. And there were a lot of arguments and discussions and disagreements and cutting and changing. But ultimately, each of those 14 messes became a beautiful message. So much so that it became a number one movie. 14 out of 14. That's a pretty good track record. So as you begin writing your next speech, do not start with a masterpiece. That's impossible. Create your mess. Get it all out. Then begin the process of rehearsing and practicing and preparation. How do you do that? Well, keep an eye on the next few videos and we'll dive deep into how do you properly prepare to make your mess a masterpiece. See you in the next Daily Dose of Public Speaking Wisdom.